Chemical problem gone wrong. Electrical deep fried storm. Say we got nothing, although we got something. We say we got rich in love. Rocky boat hard. Say we got nothing. Say we got nothing wrong.
Okay. So this video was originally, ironically, gonna be extended into a podcast. I was like, you know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do that because it's not even that deep. It really is not. I get people have difference of opinion, and I accept that wholeheartedly on this channel. If you disagree with me, hey, you disagree with me. You know, it is what it is. I got no issue with you whatsoever, right? What am I talking about? Why am I even bringing this up? Why are we even on this kumbaya like vibe right now? Because obviously you know my review for Gotham Knights. Now, shout out to everybody who's new to the channel based off of that review alone. I appreciate all the feedback. I appreciate everybody who actually also played the game and came back to my review and gave me props on the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Again, I'm being honest. I spoke my mind based on what I played and what I received. I got the game 8 days early on launch. Well, before launch of the game. Shout out to WB Montreal. My comments towards the game, again, like I said in that review, and I'm going to say it again, and because it's going to come back up anyway, but again, my comments towards the team over at WB Games, I have nothing against them. I have no ill will towards any of them. I get what they're trying to do. It just didn't translate well in terms of the gameplay, traversal, and story for what they want to do with these characters and what they want to do to build a franchise. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, let's get some context as to why the video is titled this and why we're here. So like I said before, or like the title says, you know, if you want change, be vocal, right? Don't be complacent. Let's get right into this, man. Let's get right into this. Shout out to BRAP, aka Enrique. For those of you wondering, no, I have no issue with BRAP or aka Enrique. I have no issues with him, whatever. I can talk to him, and I can talk to him right now. I can jump in a chat with him right now. We can chill and chop it up. It's that simple. Okay, got no issue towards him whatsoever. I get where he's trying to come across when it comes to speaking about this particular game, or really the industry in general. Him and Lee Hampton, yes, I know who that is. For those of you that were asking me, yes, I know who that is. But here's the thing: Lee Hampton and BRAP haven't played this game. Okay, I know for a fact they haven't played this game, because you played this game, you wouldn't sit here and try to deflect what the people are saying and what the people are seeing. Okay, there's a reason why I said on Mooch's podcast where the game come across as lazy. I said that the game comes across as lazy because there's popping when it comes to like how like stuff like just like appears in the game, right? Like you'll walk around the city, you won't see cars or anything of that nature, right? But if you call your vehicle, in this case the bat cycle, cars will randomly start appearing within the world, and NPCs will instantly start disappearing in general from the game, right? You'll see enemies appear because they're tagged to the street crimes, which you can resolve or whatever, and then that's pretty much it. The world is pretty much lifeless as it is, right? So when I say laziness, I'm going off of stuff like that. I'm going off of the fact that all the missions in general are just copy and paste. I'm going by the fact that the traversal system is not thought out whatsoever. The fact that 2 people out of 4 can glide throughout the city is stupid. It makes no sense whatsoever. The fact that the grappling system is so ridiculous as it is, it makes no sense. The combat system is not great whatsoever with the broken camera, and of course the broken elements in the game with the the frost and fire built up. Funny, I mentioned frost, right, in my review. I didn't even bring up fire because, again, fire is actually much more OP than the frost ability. Yeah, you can freeze them with frost, can do a ton of damage, but you can also incinerate your opponent, something that Batman doesn't do, but again, his disciples are doing. So again, excuse me. And on top of all that, we're talking about, if we're going back to this game, we're talking about personalities. I saw some comments saying, yo, this game does such a great job of giving their personalities and nailing their personalities. Okay, I didn't know that the Gotham Knights in this situation, right? I didn't know they were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't know that. Apparently, some of you guys are educating me about what they're saying on social media and what they're saying in videos or whatever, because this is how their personalities go. For those that didn't pay attention or those that didn't play the game, let me give you some more context. So Leonardo is basically Nightwing, okay? Raphael is Red Hood, and by the way, yes, they interact the same way they do in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in this game. Red Hood and Nightwing are constantly fighting, like Leo and Raphael. So those two are the two that I just mentioned, right? Donatello, the brains of the operation, is Barbara, aka Batgirl, and then you got the comic relief / the kid, in this case Tim Drake, who's Robin, who I actually mained for my playthrough. Amazing, right? Amazing, right? But anyway, what am I talking about? So $70. This game we were charged $70 for this game. Okay, this game was dropped on current gen consoles and pushed strictly for next gen consoles. If you're cutting out current gen consoles and you're dropping this on next gen only, and you're charging us the next gen tax, which gamers are now calling it the next gen tax, guess what? Gamers who are willing to pay for that next gen tax are expecting next gen level features. They're expecting no load times. They're expecting 60 FPS options. They're expecting fluidity in the game in general, right? They're expecting a better story, a good story and whatnot for the team as a whole, especially for a Batman-like title. They're expecting at least all this stuff, right? If you don't deliver on these things, people are going to speak their minds, and then they're going to really judge you based on the overall product and really look at stuff even closely. You see, a lot of people didn't look at the NPCs, but I see a lot of you doing it now, and you see exactly what I'm talking about with the way cars are designed, black tinted out windows and everything, right? No NPCs in the world, the same damn enemies just filtered in every 5 seconds, right? Nothing in this game screams next gen, and nothing about this game screams that they really took their time to really go all out and fine tune it. If the game is running at below 30 FPS and they can't even offer you a lock 60 or 30 and they're charging you 70, that's why people are looking at them and calling them lazy. Now, granted, we don't know what's going on in the back, right? We don't know if it was like related to the leadership of the team. We don't know if it was related to the fact that they don't have resources or the budget. But here's the funny thing, BRAP, you don't know either. So do me a favor, stop acting like you know this. Especially Lee Hampton. Stop it. You don't know any damn thing about what's going on here, okay? I'd appreciate you stop acting like you can educate the world. You don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You might have talked to a few developers. I've talked to multiple developers as well. But guess what? That doesn't pertain to this situation. Every developer's story is different depending on the project. You should know this, BRAP. You especially should know this. So why are we making this excuse like, oh, I talked to this developer. These developers said that. Have you talked to developers? Excuse me. Have you talked to developers related to WB Montreal? If you haven't, do me a favor. Enough. End it. Just end it right there. Just end it right there. Okay? Again, no issues with BRAP. I got no issues with Lee Hampton, nobody. Okay? I'll say that again. I have no issues with them. I have none. Okay? There's no hate towards this. There's not hate. This is frustration that I'm seeing right here. Because it's like, bro, you're going off like a broken record and you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't. You're talking about budgets and all this stuff, and you don't even know the budgets. You don't know none of this. And ironically, I don't either. But do you see me using that as an excuse? No, I'm judging it based on what I received. And that's what people are doing and the reviews are doing. It's like a movie. Are we sitting here complaining about Jeepers Creepers Reborn or Jeepers Creepers 3 about their budgets? No, we're judging those terrible movies by what we received and what we experienced. That's simple. It's that simple. Same thing goes with She-Hulk, the TV show. Are you judging it by the budget or are you judging it by what you're seeing? You're judging it by what you're seeing. You're judging with your eyes. It's that simple. Okay? Now, if you want change, you have to be vocal. If you don't want change, you're going to be complacent. It's that simple. And what's even more funny about this, BRAP, I saw you labeled one particular podcast. You said it's 30 FPS bad for gaming. And ironically, you're on PC, so you should know the answer to this silly question. But my thing is this. Are you trying to convert people to PC? Because, I mean, obviously, we're almost there. We're getting there with PlayStation. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I'm sorry. I got to be real with y'all. We're getting there at this point. Y'all know this. But still, That ain't enough, brother. That ain't enough. I'm sorry. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're a comedian, Brap. I see you right now. You're a damn comedian. I see what you're doing. Anyway, shout out to Brap, man. Go check out his podcast. He good. He a good dude. I got no issue with Brap. I know Mooch's show, you know, we all it kind of felt like me, Jez, and everybody kind of dogpiled him, but we really didn't. It was like, bro, we're going off of base of what we've seen here, okay? And they're asking for their full price for this and then some for this, especially for an Ultimate Edition. But, you know, and you know, you can't even guarantee me a smooth experience for that. Sorry, people are speaking their minds on stuff like this. That's just that. If you don't want to speak your mind on that type of stuff and make excuses or have, you want to look at things a little different, I mean, hey, go right ahead and do so. You know what I mean? If you're enjoying this game, I see some people in my comments saying they're enjoying it. Hey, good on you. Have fun. Play the game. Except, I'm glad listen, I'm happy for you that WB Games put out a game that you liked. You see what I'm saying? But for me, as someone who played the game from the Arkham series, who's played multiple Batman games in general, I got to tell you, man, this is one of the worst Batman games I've played in a long time, and it just does nothing for me. Does nothing for me. And I'm not the only one who feels like this. There are so many things they could have done right. There are so many things they could have cut from this game to offer stuff that actually would benefit it, right? There are things they could have done with that story to make it actually better, but they didn't do it. And that's just my honest take on the whole situation. I have no hate towards WB Montreal. In fact, I have all the love and support for WB Montreal, man. I have no issue with the developers on that side. I don't. I'm just keeping it a buck from what I experienced and from what I'm seeing. And the same thing goes for all those who've also played this. Even ACG is saying the same thing. IGN couldn't even bring it to themselves to give this game no crazy high review like some of these dudes are doing in the industry because they don't want to lose out on the opportunity to get a review code. It's like, bro, if I lie to you, it hurts me. If I lie to the developer, it hurts all of us. Okay, I gotta be honest. If I'm reviewing something, whether it be a TV show, a movie, in this case, a video game, I have to be honest in order to get the results that we are entitled to. It is that simple. If we can't get those results, if I can't be honest with you and speak my mind, then what the hell am I doing behind this microphone to begin with? Being complacent is not going to get anywhere. It's not going to get us anywhere in this industry, and it's not going to push gaming forward. It's going to push us further back, and we're going to be sitting here looking dumbfounded when we get even less features and less benefits for next-gen games. And that right there is the God-honest truth. Some of you might say, well, PC. And here's the funny thing. That is also an option, but a lot of people don't want to go to PC. A lot of people want that next-gen feel conveniently on their console. And guess what? In order for you guys to get that, you have to be vocal and speak your minds and vote with your wallets. That's simple. So that is my video. Again, shout out to BRAP. I'll have a link to his channel in the description. Go check him out. And everybody else, you guys enjoy your weekend and et cetera, or you enjoy your week or your day. What am I saying week? I mean, hell, something else might happen. I don't know. But anyway, enjoy your day. Seriously, enjoy your day. Have fun, all that junk, and I'll holler at y'all later.